Okay, hopefully you've made a decision. My choice, and remember, there's not a wrong choice, but I think number two would make the better story. That's my opinion, and that's going to be my claim. And I'm going to try to convince you through my argument paragraph to agree with me. Let me show you what my full paragraph looks like. And I followed that claim, evidence, reasoning strategy we were talking about earlier. I was talking about. So this is what it looks like color coded to show you how each part kind of works together to make a solid paragraph. I start with my claim, my opinion. I believe the second image would make a better story. Okay, so I go back to the text. In this case, it's a piece of art, and I'm going to find evidence that supports my opinion, my claim. I think so because of the action I see, including the lump moving under the rug, the man holding the chair over his head, and the table about to tip over. Now I'm ready to include my original thinking about that evidence. And I'm going to explain how that evidence supports my claim. This is the yellow part. These details grab my attention and they give me a feeling of suspense. Good stories need both action and suspense to keep a reader wanting to read more. Now, one detail is not enough. Here comes the second one, the next pink sentence. Another detail I noticed is the man's angry expression. Okay, that's another piece of evidence. Here comes my reasoning for that evidence. I'm explaining how that evidence supports my claim. His face helps to create an intense mood. Good stories use details to create a mood for the readers to help them feel what the characters are feeling. I can definitely see anger in his face. It makes me wonder what the story is behind this scene. So there is a completed argument paragraph that has all three components: claim, evidence, and reasoning. I do want you to pay attention to how much reasoning I have in my paragraph. Notice there's more yellow than pink or orange. When you are writing your paragraph, you want to have more reasoning than evidence. And my little trick is I call it my 2-to-1 ratio. You should have at least two sentences of reasoning for every one sentence of evidence. You want to have more reasoning than evidence in your paragraph. Remember, that's what teachers are really focused on is the yellow part of your paragraph, the reasoning, because that's where you get to really show your thinking. So today you are going to be practicing this claim evidence reasoning. You do not have to create this organizer, but it's there for you if you're a visual person like I am, so you can kind of see if this were an organizer, what it would look like. That 2-to-1 ratio. Notice all the boxes for reasoning down there. You should have about 4 sentences of reasoning, 2 sentences of evidence, and 1 claim sentence. And that's just a total of 7 sentences. You are almost seventh graders. You can write 7 sentences in a paragraph. I believe in you. So today in News ELA, you are going to be reading this story about a South Carolina teenager who raised $70,000 for his community by organizing basketball games. He's pretty much a hero, in my opinion. Today, your writing assignment is over here, and it's going to ask you to make and support a claim. So now you know what that means and what you have to do to support it with the evidence and the reasoning. I'm going to let you read that prompt after you read the story. What actually, you might want to read the prompt before you read the story. That's really a smart little trick so that as you're reading, you'll know what your claim is, your opinion is, and you'll be already looking for the details. So head on over to New ZLA and practice writing your argument using the CER strategy.